Hey guys, and welcome to my Series 3 review of Game of Thrones. So yeah, we've got quite a few things to talk about in this one. Series 3, I've started to get hooked. I really honestly have, and I am obsessed with some of the characters that's in this. There's normally my top 5 characters in each one of these, and there's some new entries, I believe. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do things that I normally do. I'm gonna do my top 5 favourite characters. I'm gonna do my least ones. I'm I'm gonna do my favourite scenes, but I'm gonna include them in the episodes, if you know what I mean. So instead of doing scenes, I'm gonna do my top 3 episodes. And I've also got a new one as well for my top 3 relationships, because I feel like in this series particularly, we've got some new relationships which I really do like. But anyway, I'm going to start this off by giving you a couple of announcements. And yeah, that's just what I normally do. It's just basically for the people that don't really watch these reviews. Anyway, the first one is Walking Dead. If you have seen, I have started that. I've decided on a day for those, and it's going to be Friday. So you've got your usual Game of Thrones on Monday and Thursday. Then you've got your Walking Dead on a Friday. With Torchwood, I don't really know how that's going to work at the minute. Still just like one a week. We can't commit to a schedule, me and Indy for them. But yeah, it's still going to be one a week. We did mention before that we're going to do Lost, but we haven't got around to that yet. But it is still coming. We just don't know when, so just bear with us on that. And yeah, so that's that. That's the schedule. The second thing is Game of Thrones, the Telltale game series for PlayStation. I'm going to go live, and I've got, bear with me, I've got here as well, just like loads of notes that I've made, so just bear with me. Yeah, on the 18th of September at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. UK time, I'm going to go live, but it'll be on YouTube, because I'll link my PlayStation to the YouTube. And I'll just see how that works. If I get people coming, that's going to be absolutely amazing and great, because I can actually talk to you guys. But yeah, we'll just see how many come. And then if I get quite a few come in, I'll do all of the episodes, because I think there's 6 episodes, I think. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Anyway, so that's the end of the notes. If you're not a fan of Game of Thrones, then there you go, that's your lot for that. But yeah, anyway, so the first section, my top 5 characters, it's completely changed from series 1 and 2. Completely. And you'll see why in a minute. Number 5 is Brienne. I honestly really do love her. She does need more screen time though. She's such a kick-ass character, and she just takes no shit. And the fact that she's starting to like Jaime, I don't know. I think this could be really interesting, and she's just got such a good character development. It's just brilliant, honestly. And she is one of my favourite characters, and the fact that she's at number 5 says how many good characters are in Game of Thrones. But that's her. Number 4 is Jon Snow. Now, in my Series 1 and 2 reviews, he was like number 2, I believe, in both of them. I think he was. But number 4, don't know why he's gone down. This series has honestly been brilliant for him, because he's met his lover, you know. And I just don't know what's going to go on from here, because I thought them two were a dead fix. Like they were a cert, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've just enjoyed seeing a different side to him, I guess. And I'm hoping to see more. So we'll just wait and see. Number 3, anyway, Daenerys. Now, Daenerys, for me, the development of her character is the biggest out of anyone, I think. Because in the first series, she was just a little girl. And she's got a huge fucking army. And is it me, or does each series end on Daenerys? And my prediction, this, obviously I know nothing, but my prediction is Game of Thrones, like the whole entire show, for me, I believe the only way that it can end happily is if she takes the throne. Because I just feel, just from where I'm at the minute, that everything's leading up for her. She's got this army, she's got Jorah, what's it? Grey Worm, is it? I think it's Grey Worm, who's nice, by the way. Fucking love him. I'd like to stay in a room with him. But, yeah, honestly, I love Daenerys. She's just such a good character to watch, and I get excited every time that she comes on screen. Number 2, it's an entry from Series 1 that was taken off for Series 2. Arya. I fucking love Arya at the minute, and she's getting better and better and better. And if she keeps up where she's going, she could be number 1 on my Series 4 review. If she keeps going to how she is acting to everyone who just talks shit behind her back and shit about the family, boy, she is incredible. And where I'll go into the Hound with her in a minute, but where she's going with him, I adore, and that is why she's at number 2. And number 1, it's going to be really hard to top him off the top spot at the minute, but number 1 is Tyrion. I love Tyrion. He's so sassy, and just the fact that nobody, like literally nobody in the whole show, other than one person, which is his lover, nobody understands him or appreciates him or anything like that. And he doesn't take it to heart. He tries to do whatever he can do to better off the kingdom, and that just says a lot about him as a character. He's got such a good personality, and he deserves a lot more than he's got at the minute, and I'm hoping he does. I know that Game of Thrones is like a tragic show, but it can't just be tragedy throughout the whole entire thing. So I'm just hoping. But yeah, that's number 1. It's going to take a lot to take him off that list, off the top spot. But yeah, that's that. My hated characters. Now, I'm not going to do 5 because some of the characters that I hate, I kind of like. Like Cersei. As I said in my second review, Cersei, she is such a good character for me. I can understand why people will hate her guts. I can understand it. But I can appreciate where she's coming from to keep her family safe and protected. She's a bitch, don't get me wrong. But yeah, there's something about her. Anyway, she's not on this list. But number 3 is Walder Frey. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. He fucking killed Sansa. Not Sansa, sorry. Oh my god, I got that wrong. He killed Catelyn. I forgot her name then. Shit, sorry. But yeah, he got rid of her. He got rid of Robb. I forget Robb's partner's name, but why? Just because he wouldn't marry one of her sons. Fuck's sake. Because he wouldn't marry one of her daughters. That's just gutting. There's no need for all that bloodshed. Just be happy. Rainbows and butterflies and all that. But yeah, he's a new entry. But I don't know where they're going to take him from now on. So I've got a feeling that it's just a one-off character, kind of. I know that he's been in a few episodes, but we'll see. Number 2 is Ramsay. Now, I know what I said before, that some of the characters that I hate, I kind of like. Ramsay, I do hate him, I do. But I enjoyed the scenes that he's in, and the only reason that is because I have no idea what's going to happen. Like when he was eating that sausage, for God's sake, I actually thought that was his knob. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see with Ramsay. But I cannot stand him at the minute. But I like the scenes that he's in because you're just so tense and you don't know what he's going to do next. And that is great TV. That is great TV. And number 1, you all know who I fucking despise. Yeah, Joffrey. He is such a cunt. He stays a cunt. I've not even seen a nice side of him. I don't think he's got a nice side. I just want him to go. And every scene that he's in, I just want to punch him in the face. So, that's it. There's no reason for him to be a dickhead though, that's the thing. And I think, another thing that's just actually coming to my head now, Cersei, I feel like she is a bit of a bitch because of how he's been. Like, because of the way that her son's been. And that's how I feel. Because it might be a bit too much stress for her, I don't know. But I think it's all down on him. But we'll have to see. And now that Jamie's back, that's an honourable mention actually. Now that Jamie's back, maybe he can change the kingdom for better and help her. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's that one. Now my top 3 relationships. This is a new one. This series, as I said, there's been a lot of development, a lot of character development. Maybe more than the first couple of series. But yeah, my number 3 is Jon Snow and Ygritte. As you can see when I'm doing my reactions, I am proper into them too. Like, so much. And I ship them. I know that there are a couple in real life. Someone's already told me that. They just look like they're meant to be together. And it's just... Do you know when she said, at the end, you know nothing, Jon Snow? Like, obviously she says that through the entire run. But that one time when she's pulling the arrow on him, that is kind of what got me. And I'm praying this isn't the end for their relationship, because it could be. It could very well be. And I'm just hoping that's not the case. So we'll have to see with that one. Number 2 is Brienne and Jaime. Having done this, having filmed this as well at the minute, I feel like I should swap them 2 around. Yeah, because I love Jon Snow and Ygritte a little bit more. So yeah, I'm just going to be a knobhead and flip them. So they're number 2. Number 3 is Brienne and Jaime. Yeah, I do enjoy watching them 2 together. She has obviously made him better off, because Jaime at the end of series 2 was a knobhead. He really was, and now you can understand why, kind of. And he could have killed Brienne. He could have. That's why I was so tense on one of the episodes in this run. He could have. And now that he hasn't, that shows another side to him. And the way that he walked into that room and said hello to his sister, that looks like to me a man of honour. Yeah, that's them. Number 1 is Arya and the Hound. Now, obviously they've only met each other in the second half of this series. Them 2, I love watching. I've already said I love them because he is sassy, she is sassy, and together they could be amazing. And yeah, what is it now that Arya said? Valis McGordis or something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean, guys. But when she said that, I thought, is she trying to get rid of him and kill the Hound? Because I hope not. I really am praying that's not the case. Yeah, I really want more of them too. I really do. We'll just have to wait. Sorry, by the way, I know this is a review, but I honestly feel like I'm rambling when I do this. You guys, just imagine sitting and talking to a camera for God knows how long. You get sick of your own voice. But that's them. Anyway, my top 3 episodes, I've not even got it written down on my notes. I'll have to remember what... Mind you, I might have it here, actually. Yes, that's it, actually. So, episode 1, that's my number 3 spot. Valar Dohaeris. That is... I think it was at the end of that episode, I'm sure it is, when Daenerys meets... I forget his name. He was that soldier and he's helping Jorah and Daenerys at the minute. You guys know what I mean. But there was that girl with a scorpion thing. And yeah, he saved her life. And that is the start of a new course, really. Because Daenerys had practically nothing at the minute other than the small little army that she had. Like the small one. And obviously her dragons. But yeah, she was amazing in that episode, and the fact that she just started making an alliance kind of thing, that set it up for her. So that's why that's not a number 3. Number 2 is the Reigns of Castamere. I was a fucking wreck after watching that episode, right? My manager at work, she says, you've got to call me when you see this episode, and I did, and it was just after Crown, and she was laughing the hell out of me. I just couldn't believe it. And I knew what was going to happen, so you could tell. But if I hadn't, that is one thing that was kind of spoiled for me, because it's just a good episode up until that bit, if you know what I mean. And that's just such a plot twist, because everything's happy and yeah, there was no need to kill them. They could have been in series 4. maybe got killed at the end of that. Number 1, I can't even remember what I put. And now his watch is ended. That was episode 4, I believe. That was just before I went to Blackpool as well. That episode was great. It was phenomenal. Daenerys got her army. And that was also the episode that was, in a way, spoiled as well, because I mentioned in another review that I knew about this scene where there were this massive army and her dragons flying. But yeah, that was a great episode. And just some really good quotes throughout it as well. It's definitely one of my favourites. So yeah. Anyway, my last bit that I've just got on my notes is what do I want more of? That's a new section for these. I'm not even going to do predictions anymore because you can't really predict anything for Game of Thrones, I've found. Like, Series 1 I thought Joffrey was going to die. Nope. Still here. Made it to Series 4. But yeah, things I want more of. I definitely want more of White Walkers. We've hardly seen any. Which I can understand because I know this was brought out a few years ago, so maybe the budget was a little bit less, or maybe they're trying to work on character development or whatnot. But yeah, I want more of them. So we don't really know what they do at the minute. I know they're fucking powerful as out, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I want more of them. I know that they are coming because the posters for Series 7, they're on billboards and everything, on buses and everything. So I know that they're going to feature a bit more later on. I just want them to be a bit sooner. Although, admittedly, the sooner that they come, that means more characters are going to die. So you've got to be careful what you wish for with this show. Arya and Sansa, that's another thing I want more of. Arya and Sansa, I want them two to meet up with each other because both of them have come a long way since Series 1. And I think it'll be interesting to see how they deal with each other and the journey that they've been on. So that'll be really interesting if they meet. And the last thing that I want is a happy ending with butterflies and unicorns. Don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, thanks guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Let me know in the comments anything that I've said that I've got completely wrong, because I feel like there might be fuckloads. But yeah, I'll start Series 4 on Thursday. In fact, I'll probably be recording it straight after this, to be honest. And I'm off to Indies tonight, so that's good. I'm going to do another Torchwood. But anyway, so yeah, just let me know, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, bye. Thank you! Mwah!